He's Jalen Rose. I'm David Jacoby. We are Jalen Jacoby. What is it that we do?
We give the people what they want.
Jalen, big show today because joining us right now on the show is the fastest man in football, Super Bowl champion, Tyreek Hill, joining us on the program.
Champ is here.
Yes, sir. The champ is here,
Thanks
baby.
so much for taking
the
the
fastest
time.
man in the NFL, like you said. Thanks. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course. Now, your man Chris Jones said that the Chiefs were going to win more than 5 Super Bowls. Do you feel like right now you are part of a growing dynasty football team?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I definitely believe that we got arguably the best quarterback in the game right now. We got Hall of Fame coach, Hall of Fame players on defense. We got Hall of Fame players on offense. So, right now it's basically all up to us. I feel like we are the ones who create our own destiny. So it's up to us right now. It's all on us. Everything relies on us. So if we mess that up, it's on us. It's not on anyone else. And all we gotta do is just take it one game at a time, one season at a time, and one ring at a time. And we'll get those 5 rings or more.
Oh, and you know that other squad that said not 5, not 6, not 7, ended up with 2. So what makes this different?
I don't know. I just feel like in this situation, you got a band of guys who truly love winning and love the game of football. There's no egos, there's no pride. It's just we just want to go out and push each other and make each other better, so we can win games. So our mentality is always next man up. If a guy gets hurt, it's next man up. So we're ready, man. Like I said, our mindset is different. And plus we all enjoy playing the game of football. It's fun for us.
Well,
so
you guys are absolutely
deeper
stacked.
with that. So I'm a huge fan of Eric Bieniemy. I remember when he was at Colorado as a running back. And I saw Mahomes get his $500 million deal, and you guys have weapons all over the field. Were you surprised that he didn't get another head coaching job? And how important is it to not only have Big Red on the sideline, but ultimately have Eric replace him versus going to get another job?
You know what's crazy? I am surprised that EB did not get a head coaching job. He's a tremendous OC for us. He does a great job of pulling the best out of each and every last one of us, whether that's Pat, whether that's Kelsey, whether that's anyone on this team, because he wants to see all of us be great. And, I feel like having him and Coach Reed on the sideline is a blessing within itself. Coach Reed is more of the calmer, the coach, and EB is like a whole nother level of him. He's like loud, but it's a good loud though. It's like on you, and he's like I said, like he's trying to get the best out of you each and every snap. So it may be a route I go out there and I just half-ass it. I run my route slow. I go to the sideline. Coach Reed may say, "Hey, Reed, we need a little bit more." But EB, he gonna yell at me. He gonna let me know, "Come on, Reed, it's game time. We in the pros now. I need something. I need something out of you, or I'm gonna sit you down." The mindset is different. So I think it's good, having EB back, with us another year, because he loves winning. And he makes each and every one of us, play at high levels.
With the coaches that you have and with those players that you have on both sides of the ball, you're absolutely stacked. What teams in the AFC do you guys consider a threat? Like the Patriots have Cam and the Ravens and the Texans. What teams in the AFC are the most threatening to your dynasty?
Well, I just feel like every team is special, within itself. Whether that's the Ravens, whether that's the Bills, whether that's the Patriots. I feel like each game next season, we're going to take it. Each game next season, we're going to approach it just like it's a Super Bowl, no matter the team. We just going to win. Well, we're going to try our best to win and just give max effort, each and every game. So I feel like in the NFL, you just can't single-handedly just point out a team and just say, hey, this team right here, like you can't do that because each and every team has great players, you know, like each and every team has Hall of Fame coaches, you know, so you just can't do that.
Cheetah, so the NFL, unlike the NBA, is planning on starting back, but without a bubble situation. What have you heard as it relates to the health protocols, and do you have any concerns that you guys may either have your season interrupted due to COVID-19 or may not get to the Super Bowl champion based on it?
Well, as of right now, like I really haven't heard much, you know. I mean, I hear as much as you guys, and that's from Tom Pericello on Twitter, right? Is that his name, Tom Pericello? Did I say it right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Tom Pericello, he keeps us very updated, you know. And as far as concerns for me, you know, I just want to be able to like see my family as much as I can, you know, because all of my kids are young, and I want to be there when they first walk and when they first say their first words. So I at least want to be there, you know, for that, you know. But I know when it's time to work, it's time to work. Like I gotta lock in, and I gotta get ready to go, you know, go win another championship. Now I know the NFL and the NFLPA, they're gonna come to agreements to some kind of agreement to where it is safe for the players to play, you know. So I'm not worried about that, you know, because it's a lot of smart people in this world, and my job is to basically just play football and just take care of my family and show up to the Zoom meetings that I'm invited to, you know, to just give my advice if I see it's fit for like player safeties and player concerns. So
the Washington football team has just announced that they will be named the Washington football team moving forward.
Yo, I seen that. I laughed. I laughed.
What do you think will happen there?
I don't really know, man. But my response to that was when I heard it, I was like, hold on. So their team is called the Washington football team. Like, so like when I'm playing Madden, like I need like who's gonna be like their mascot or whatever, you know? So I don't know, man. It's a weird situation. Like I said, I'm sure they gonna figure it out soon. You know, like there was even some called like the Washington Red Cats, something like that. I seen it on Twitter, Tailcoats, I think. But yeah, they gonna figure it out, man. They got a lot of smart people over there, so they'll get it done.
Jets owner Woody Johnson is under investigation for alleged racist and sexist comments. Do you think there's a place in the NFL for an owner who makes sexist and racist comments like this?
Oh, nah. Look, I feel like, man, look, if you want to create change, you got to start from the top and then make your way to the bottom, you know? So him being the owner and making those comments, those racist and those sexist comments, man, you just got to get rid of that, man, because we don't need that. Like, we already trying to create change, man, in the world, you know, and I know, man, like, we may not be able to, like, take it out of your heart, but at least we're going to take something from you that you may love, and that's football, you know? So I feel like the only way to create change, you just got to start from the top and then just start knocking them out slowly. Like, whoever, that can be whoever. That can be black, white, whatever race. It don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, we got to build for the future, like, and I feel like it starts with our kids. Like, we, like right now, I'm a role model for these kids. Like, I got to make sure I do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I got to be a role model. And that's basically like soul runner mentality, you know? Like, you got to have integrity for yourself. And that owner, he should have integrity for like himself too. He got to make sure he's doing the right things because his players is a direct reflection of him and vice versa. You know, so
you recently raced Terrell Owens, and there was some murmurs and discussion about him actually coming back and playing for your Kansas City offense. What would he add to the Chiefs offense?
I don't know. Like, he'll definitely add character to our team. You know, he'll definitely add that personality. Another weapon for Pat and Coach Reed to utilize, obviously. You know, so I mean, he's definitely arguably top 4 wide receiver of all time. Top 3, nah, you know what? He's top 3 of all time. You know, so here he's definitely a weapon who can come in the red zone, who can come in any distance of the field and just give you that home run play. You know, so I definitely had fun meeting him and Ocho. You know, just being around those guys, man, just made my whole day. You know. So
you are fastest man in football, but do you really have your eyes set on the Olympics in the track and field capacity?
Yeah, man. I feel like I'm young. Like I can do a lot right now, so I want to be able to utilize what God gave me. You know, I feel like if I just sit on what God gave me and just only play football, then I'm wasting it. You know, I can be doing so much with my life right now. You know, I can be running track. I can be racing other guys in the league. I can be doing something, you know, during the offseason. You know, football is my passion, but I also want to use my talents elsewhere too, though. So the Olympics was definitely in my looks. And a lot of people say I got to work on my form, but I play football, man. Like I work on form when I got to work on form. I run routes for a living. I run routes. I catch touchdowns. That's what I do, man.
Well, you've certainly done a lot of that. You do use your talents in a lot of different fields, one of which is the world of fashion. Tell us about the Soul Runner clothing line.
Oh, so Soul Runner, man, it's unisex apparel. It's going to be for all ages, all sizes, and for all hearts. You know, I feel like when Soul Runner first started, you know, it was a band of brothers who came together and just tried to make their community better, you know, and just paying homage to the ones that came before them, you know. So the question that always arises about Soul Runner for Life is who's been your biggest influence? And mine has been my mom. You know, the way my mom raised me, you know, to be a man and just to be a man, to just take everything head on and just take care of your family. You know, that's Soul Runner mentality to me, and just being accountable for just the things you've been through in your life. You know, so Soul Runner for Life, being accountable and paying homage to the ones that came before you. That can be Jalen Rose. That can be just anyone. Deion Sanders. It can be anyone. It can be your parents. It can be anyone. Jesse Owens. It can be anyone. So yeah, that's the reason why it all started.
That's amazing. Congratulations on that, Tyreek. And go get some buckets. Thank you so much for doing the show. But go get some buckets.
I got to ask him one more question before you get out of here, Jacoby. And follow me on this one. Please follow me on this one.
Okay.
When people start talking about the best wide receivers in the game, I think because you're so fast, they leave you out of that list. They say Michael Thomas. They say Julio Jones. They say DeAndre Hopkins, Odell Beckham. Am I bugging that you get left out of that conversation because you're so fast? People forget that you're also one of the best wide receivers in the league.
Right. Well, I just feel like the game has changed so much. You know, people are so used to having 6'3" wideouts, 6 foot wideouts, or wideouts that weigh 210 pounds. That the game has changed to where you got strong arm quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Carson Wentz, who make 5'8" receivers like myself look like 2 number 1 wideouts. You know, so I'll always say, man, a smaller receiver can do anything a bigger receiver can do, but better. You know, because we're faster, we're more explosive, we can run routes better, we get in and out of our breaks better, and plus it's we can do jet sweeps, we can do everything. You know, we just basically football players, Swiss Army knives. You know, so I feel like now, like, you just can't point a guy out and say, hey, we need a 6'3" wide out, or nah. It's just right now, man, I feel like anyone can truly be a wide out. It don't matter the height, don't matter the size, you know. So that's all I got, man.
Hit that basketball floor, get some buckets. We look forward to watching you in the football
field. Get buckets with that. Represent the lefties to the fullest. You see that, Jay?
I'm a lefty too. I'm a lefty. Lefty out this world, man.
Jalen Jacoby will be right back.
Jacoby, you know that.
Welcome back to Jalen and Jacoby. It is time for the segment where Jalen decides what we discuss. It is time for
Tang.
It
Woo. Tang.
If you want to discuss a topic, just to hit the brakes. If not, we keep it moving. We know the time and the place and the opponent of Mike Tyson's comeback exhibition fight.
Brakes.
He will be fighting September 12th in Los Angeles against Roy Jones Jr. Jalen, what do you think of this fight?
I think so much of this fight that I'll be there because these two individuals combined, I have been to more of their fights probably than any of their fans. There was a period of time where both of these guys fought, and I was basically at every one. Roy Jones Jr. was so very dominant, Jacoby. He's playing basketball games sometime on the same day that he had fights. Just think about that for a second as somebody that plays rec ball the way you do at his weight class. And we know Iron Mike Tyson, friend of the show. We'll have both of these gentlemen on to preview this. I can't wait to see these guys get in the ring.
Me too. Moving on. The Denver Nuggets did something I don't think has ever been done in the history of the NBA. The Denver Nuggets started basically 5 centers in the starting lineup. Look at their starting lineup right here. Everybody's huge. Look, Paul Millsap is the smallest player in the starting lineup, and Bol, the debut of Bol was amazing. What did you think about this young man's performance in his first scrimmage?
Well, the first thing I think is who they're playing against. Do you see who they're playing against?
The Wizards, the Washington basketball team, I'll call them.
The Washington Generals. So you can try things like this. You can try things like this. And yeah, Jokic is a point center. He's going to initiate their offense, but we want to get more out of Bol so we can try it against them. How about that?
The first thing that jumped out at me about Bol was just how much he looked like his dad on a basketball floor. He looked just like his dad on a basketball floor.
Rest in
Moving
peace,
on.
New Bridgeport, Connecticut.
The Clippers got a win even without a couple key players. Keep moving or hit the brakes.
Paul George and Lou Williams going to continue to be a problem. Keep it moving for now.
We keep it moving. We keep it moving.
Duncan Robinson, still hot from behind the arc.
Hit the brakes. Hit the brakes.
Duncan Robinson made 4 3-pointers, not in the game. 4 3-pointers in the first quarter and said, shooters shoot. Jalen, what do you think about the Wolverine?
I think back to yesterday when we did list on this show about people who can upset the apple cart, and the team that you chose was the Denver Nuggets, and they look really good. The team that I chose was the Miami Heat, and the players I mentioned were Butler, Adebayo, and my Michigan Wolverine, Duncan Robinson, who's a knockdown 3-point shooter. They're going to be a tough out in the Eastern Conference.
They will be. Jalen, we know what food Rashawn Holmes left the bubble to pick up. Keep moving or hit the brakes. He said he went out for some chicken wings. Jalen, does that change? Would you ever break the rules to get some lemon pepper chicken wings?
I'm not going to perpetuate all stereotypes as it relates to black people when they talk and profess our love for chicken and watermelon, but you guys love chicken too. And I can't front for some of his mom's wings based on her tweet is why he should be leaving the bubble. Everybody else, y'all should leave the bubble for my wings. Lemon pepper, Louisiana rub, Cajun, jerk, all day.
I've had them. They're delicious. Jalen, we have video of Tom Brady going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers facility. Let's take a look at Tom. He's rolling up. This is how big of a star Tom Brady is. All he has to do is pull into his job in a car, and we put it on a national television show. He's pulled up to his job. He just pulled up to his job in his car, and it's the biggest story that we got in the world. Now, it looks like some sort of like a suburban size vehicle, kind of like an expensive Uber. Maybe he's got a little side hustle as an Uber driver. But you know what, Tom? Wear the mask, bro. Wear the mask, Tom. Come on, Tom. Wear the mask. When we come back,
I'm going to get everybody the underrated Tom Brady trait. He's taller than you think. He is taller than you think.
He also looks like me with his shirt off. When we come back, LeBron comes back, and so will we. Welcome back to Jalen and Jacoby. Jalen Rose, I am so excited to watch a meaningless basketball game tonight between LeBron and Luka. I've never been more excited for an exhibition game in my life. What do you expect to see tonight?
Both of these guys are all NBA, Jacoby. The Mavs that outplayed expectations all year. Luka wasn't an all-star last year, and he catapulted himself into one of the top 10 players in the entire league. LeBron James, playing point guard, leads the game in assists. And rest in peace to the late, great Kobe Bryant and his daughter, Gigi, who got a chance to see these gentlemen perform up close and personal.
Jalen, we also have Major League Baseball tonight. Dr. Fauci throwing out the first pitch to kick off the season. What are you excited about this MLB season to see?
I'm excited to see Dr. Fauci because I'm pretty sure that certain people was trying not to get him in front of cameras. But anyway, shout out to my guy, Mookie. Did you see that contract? 13 years, almost $400 million. Man, I need to work on
Mookie.
How to actually swing my bat instead of just holding it.
Yeah, you've been carrying it around forever. You'll look out for those games tonight. Look out for us tomorrow hosting First Take on a Friday. I can't wait to clown you for 2 hours tomorrow on ESPN.
Shout to Nancy and Arm Teller. We appreciate your JRLA support. See you guys tomorrow. Le Batard and Highly Questionable is next.